There is an impression that AI can replace everyone, or at least everyone at engineering roles. So in order to create something actually nice, good-looking, accessible and creative, a human will be still required. I would say that accessibility is not a trend, it's a new norm. Actually, AI indexing is a new thing, and a lot of websites are trying to optimize for that. For growing businesses, standard or traditional platforms that requires coding are still needed. Hello, my name is Roman Paska. I am head of web development at Lemberg Solutions. Today I would like to share my vision on some hot web development topics. So let's dive in and see which ones are true, which ones are hype or even fake, in my opinion.
AI will do all web development by itself.
Pure hype, in my opinion. Actually, it feels a bit like a dot-com bubble from late 90s, early 2000s. A lot of funding comes into the AI businesses and AI startups. So there is an impression that AI can replace everyone, or at least everyone at engineering roles. However, I don't think it will happen soon or anytime. In order to use AI, supervision is required. And for this, really skilled engineers are required. So in the end, AI will become another tool in hands of the engineer that can help achieve better results, faster results, in less time, right? But engineer supervision will be required, and you cannot get away of that.
Generative AI will take over web design.
I don't think so, actually. In my opinion, generative AI is quite secondary because it can only generate something new from pre-existing materials, and those materials were created by humans. So in order to create something actually nice, good-looking, accessible and creative, a human will be still required. However, I think that some derivatives from that human work can be generated by AI-assisted technology. This will definitely help with speed of the delivery.
So the next question, can AI generate and implement design components?
That's a tricky question, actually. I think that it might work for simpler or smaller projects, and there will be good results, good enough, I guess. However, for something professional or bigger, that won't work because, in my opinion, AI won't be able to generate components consistently with high quality, good performance, accessibility, and other things. So probably it will work for some smaller projects. Actually, it might be a good thing for the low-code solutions. So they might introduce this, that you can just create your websites from your custom designs, right, in one click. But for anything bigger than that, I don't think it would work.
The trend of accessibility-first design will grow.
I would say that accessibility is not a trend, it's a new norm. Every new project comes with strong requirements for accessibility, at least WCAG 2.0 AA compliant level. Also, the European Accessibility Act is in action now. It requires that government, public sector, e-commerce, travel industry websites are all accessible by default. Also, there is a high demand for the upgrades of the existing web platforms to be accessible.
AI indexing will replace SEO.
I don't think so. Actually, AI indexing is a new thing, and a lot of websites are trying to optimize for that. So they appear on the Google AI overview on the search results pages, right? However, this will decrease amount of traffic that coming to those websites. And for some websites that rely on high traffic for displaying ads or selling their products, that could be a huge problem. At the moment, as far as I know, this indexing is not regulated anyhow, and basically it's a wild territory. So anyone is indexing everything they can reach to. In my opinion, at some point this will be regulated. I don't know how, but probably. Also, this will lead to increase of paid websites when content is not publicly accessible, only by subscription.
No-code and low-code platforms will make developers obsolete.
Not true. I don't believe in such trend. Of course, existing low-code solutions are much more feature-rich than they were, let's say, 10 years ago, but still their functionality is quite limited. Also, they have a problem of target audience. Their main target audience are not non-tech people, and their solution is tailored for those. However, enterprises require more features and more complex solutions. In order to achieve that, existing solutions they need to become more complex. If they are more complex, then they will hit their current clients. So there is no way to do that for them. However, AI agents might help with that problem, at least partially. For example, AI agent can hide complexity of the thousands of checkboxes in the UI between a simple prompt. However, usage of those systems still will be limited. For growing businesses, standard or traditional platforms that requires coding are still needed.
API-first architecture will be the backbone of websites.
This is completely true. That's how things are already, and I don't remember a project coming to our company that don't want to be an API-first project or does need to be integrated with something else. So that's the thing.
Interactive data visualization will be the next trend.
It is a trend already. We see more and more demand on data visualization, even for the small and medium enterprise clients. Everyone wants to show something on their website, and even smaller organizations have a lot of data they would like to analyze and display, either for public view or for their back office.